showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it Smothers. Plows ahead for a pickup of one to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Smothers. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Texas! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quick completion on the out. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Aggies are in the hurry-up.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route 80 yards and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
And, man, it's nice to have a running back that you can do that. 3rd and inches, you're thinking run as it is, but you're not getting to the running back that way. He sneaks out of the backfield, throwing the football. He does the rest, picks up the big first down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Under fire. Upstairs, he's got it. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Caught behind the line. It's Smothers. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job seeing the crosser, going to him, breaking on the football, getting the tackle, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Texas A&M going up tempo. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on it? He is in! Touchdown, Aggie!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Manning. Unloads to the wideout. On the left side, here's Coleman. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Quick completion to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
I tell you, as a play caller in this offense, when you have all this speed, sometimes you just look at your play sheet and pick a play because you know it's going to work. Big play before, now you got another big one lining you up here 1st and goal.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And the Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The throw, not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Texas A&M going quickly. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Firing to the right, complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Owens. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Reed. He rifles one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been numbers.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Didn't let him get loose Close on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Reed on the play action. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. Could be an alley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the... And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the move, it Smothers.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Arch is going to throw for it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Turns it on down the left side. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Manning with a play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Here's Manning to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Wingo. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws, they're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
Finds a man on the right. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Play action, here's Manning. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target.
Got it down the field. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Arch Madness. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. And we begin with a look at Miami University taking on the Western Michigan Broncos. And it's the Red Hawks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. That caps the season.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very...
Finding some room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Running inside. It's Smothers. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Brown. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Longhorn! They take the lead here in the second half. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Play action with Reed. Forced out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense is just not moving like it should, and they got to...
Might have a chance.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Reed. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. Throwing, Reed. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Snags it, and he's open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggie.
Man, it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field, and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And there was nowhere to go. Stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking for space. It's Owens. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Throws for the tight end. The short hands. It's Thomas. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Maybe some room here. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Makes the catch. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Reed. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Texas. Took it all the way back to the house. On to attempt the try. And it's good, and he's gotten the lead up to 3 late. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Texas A&M going up tempo. Here's Reed to throw. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Aggies. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
At this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings. Turning it on. He's at the touchdown, Texas! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Using his legs, it's Owens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Gonna take a shot. Makes a grab right down the middle. All out of space. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to...
Touchdown, Aggie! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Aggies get it right back.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. One more time, it's Brown. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. He's got him. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need this stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, they're done. The run inside. It's Owens. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. Reed. Moving out to the right. Flips it out to the back. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against the guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Motion from the wideout. In the gun, third down, Reed. Fires to the right. He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. In the red area, it's Owens. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. He's got it on the run. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Aggies moving quickly to the line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the Texas offense will take over. First and 10.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. To throw, Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Wingo. Turning on the Jets. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The latest edition of this tradition-rich rivalry ends with the Aggies saying howdy to a victory.